The operation of the shrink sleeving machine begins with unlabeled containers that are transported via an in-feed conveyor and then metered by a rotating feed screw. The shrink sleeve labels are supplied from a roll in the form of a continuous web. As the containers enter the labeler, the labels in web form are opened up into a tube by a mandrel. They are cut in precise registration and fit over each container by the shooter motor. The containers are then transported to a heat tunnel, where controlled steam heat shrinks the sleeve tightly onto the container. The key components of this machine are the Allen-Bradley Micro 850 controller, the PowerFlex 525 AC drives, the Kinetix 300 indexing servo drives, and the PanelView 800 HMI. The entire control solution is integrated over Ethernet IP, standardizing on a single communication network for easy commissioning, configuration, and startup. Micro 850 controller communicates with the PowerFlex 525 AC drives via Ethernet IP for control and collection of drive data over the network. The rotating feed screw, the shooter, and the conveyor are all driven by the PowerFlex 525 AC drives to achieve consistency of the label placement and positioning accuracy. The label registration sensor, which is wired to the touch probe input, registers the exact position of the label. This is the key feature to ensure that the label is precisely cut even at high speed. The web puller and the cutter are driven by the Kinetix 300 servo drive to ensure the precise registration and accuracy in the film feeding and cutting system. Kinetix 300 servo drives are controlled via motion instructions from the Micro 850 controller and provide feedback to its inputs. Micro 850 controller is capable of supporting up to 3 embedded pulse train outputs for basic positioning. The flexibility of Micro 800 plug-in capability allows the high-speed counter plug-in module to obtain active feedback for position control from the encoder. When the product sensor detects the product, the high-speed counter pulses are being monitored, providing exact position in preparation for the label to be applied. The shooter applies the label to the product when the encoder count reaches a defined value. The PanelView 800 HMI enhances productivity by allowing the operators to make simple and fast changeover for different container sizes and production speeds. Connected Components Workbench software minimize your machine design and development time by allowing you to configure the PowerFlex drives, program the Micro 800 programmable controller and the PanelView 800 HMI over Ethernet IP.